At Bulldog Burger, we take the burger game to the next level, like the Freshman 15, stacked with panko fried mozzarella. Unleash your appetite.
The holidays are coming, and so are your relatives. Room to Room is here to help you get ready for company. Enjoy 50% off on the furniture you need, dining, sleepers, mattresses, and more. Plus 24-month special financing. Company's coming. Get ready at Room to Room Tupelo.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning as always. Welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Hope you have your cup of coffee and you're ready to go out the door this morning. Happy Friday. It is Friday, so that is some good news, right? Here's what you need to know to get you out the door this morning. Friday is going to be dry, so if you got any plans, you are good to go. However, a soggy weekend is in store, so that is something that we're going to be tracking as we head over the next few minutes as well. And then we're going to be pretty unsettled all the way through your Halloween week. Now, I'm not saying Halloween is going to be wet, but we got a few systems to get through before then. Here's a look at what's going on right now. Satellite and radar clouds are building into the area. You can see rain all the way in places like northwest Arkansas. Here, though, all we're seeing is some clouds building in. So that's going to be the story out there through your Friday. It's going to make for some nice sunrises, though. Temperature-wise, depending on where you are, if you saw a little bit more of that cloud cover a little bit earlier in the 50s over in the Delta, northwest Mississippi, sitting in the 50s, a little bit cooler further off east in the 40s, 46 in Tupelo, 48 in Houston, 46 over in Oktibbeha County. So a little bit cooler again in places like northeast Mississippi. Here's a live look outside as the sun is trying to rise. 54 over in Lafayette County. Nice view out there over in Oxford. Again, dry conditions going to be the story for your day ahead, including this morning. Same story over in Pontotoc. Nice conditions out there. Temperatures in the 40s. So some of us still starting off in the 40s this morning, but still a few degrees warmer than we have been. Let me move my coffee off the screen out here for you guys. As we head over your first 12 hours, temperatures are going to be in the 40s by 7. We'll be in the 60s by your 10 o'clock hour. A lot of this afternoon and evening, we will be in the middle 70s. So yesterday in Tupelo, we hit 80. It was definitely a warm afternoon out there. This afternoon, a little bit cooler. We're mainly going to be sitting and sticking in the 70s with just a good amount of cloud cover that builds in throughout your day ahead. Here's what we're watching. Here's what's causing that cloud cover to come in. This low pressure system way off in the plains right now with that extended warm front causing showers in Oklahoma, again, pushing into Arkansas, Dallas, Texas right now. You can see the cloud cover with that pushing into our area. So again, all we're dealing with today is just the cloud cover pulling in from the system. The rain comes into your weekend. So let's put this into motion. Now through your afternoon, good to go. Some clouds we're dealing with, but no rain. So we head into Saturday, we'll really start to watch this system make a push off to the east, coming closer and closer in, bringing us some showers, mainly for the evening. So if you got any Saturday plans, I think a majority of the day is actually going to be pretty dry. However, 4, 5 o'clock and on, can't promise the same. I think that's when we start to see a few of those showers begin to re-enter the picture and really ramping up as we head into Sunday morning. So heads up for your Sunday morning churchgoers, folks headed out especially earlier to places like Sunday school, things of that nature. It is going to be a wet start to Sunday. The good news is this is going to continue to push through and kind of become lesser and lesser as we head throughout the day. Not looking at any severe weather for Sunday, so that's some good news. The severe threat really stays off into the coast to our south, but doesn't mean you couldn't see a rumble of thunder as you're headed out the door on your Sunday as well. Coming up next, we'll talk through exact timing throughout your weekend. I'll have more of what to expect hour by hour. Of course, a full look at your 7-day forecast is coming up too. But before then, I wanted to show you a special video I got to do
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lawpon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lawpon has proven himself trustworthy.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, welcome back into Mississippi Live Weather on your Friday morning. Good morning out there to you. As always, thank you for starting off your Friday with us. Here's an ongoing look of what's going on, going to be causing us some rain out there for your weekend. Want to step out and show you the full picture. We're watching this low pressure system all the way over in the plains right now, causing rainfall from Kansas over into Oklahoma, pushing into Arkansas, and then even over into places like Dallas, Texas. Now, this system, that's what's going to cause us some rain into your weekend. Right now, though, just causing us some extended cloud cover from that. So that's the only thing we're going to be watching for your Friday. Here's a live look outside. If you haven't stepped out the door this morning, over in Blue Springs, temperatures in the 40s right now, 46. So still cooler out there, especially in Northeast Mississippi. Overall dry conditions as well. Beautiful view. Let me go back to that. Beautiful view over in Winona too. Take a look at this. Nice conditions out there. Beautiful sunrise because of that cloud cover coming into the forecast. So really nice conditions out there. And again, temperatures cooler nonetheless as well. As for airport delays this morning, not tracking any. Even with the rain that pushed through in Oklahoma City down to Dallas-Fort Worth, I'm not tracking any over there. Same story here in Memphis and then over back into Atlanta as well. Dropping off the kids to school this morning, temperatures in the upper 40s, so not as cool as the past few days. Probably still going to need the coat though, and then we'll be in the 70s by the time you're picking them up. Now, we were in the upper 70s to near 80 a lot of the area yesterday. Today, I think will be a few degrees cooler. So not much, but a little bit cooler out there. Here's a look at your high temperatures. Some of us still near 80, a lot of us sticking in the 70s, depending on where you are. 78 over in Oktibbeha County, 79 in Columbus, 80 in Macon, 78 in Louisville, 80 in Kosciuszko. So as you can see, some of us still sticking near 80, especially in your portions of the Delta. Northeast Mississippi, I think will be anywhere between middle to upper 70s. As for your high school game of the week, it's going to be a nice game forecast if you're headed out to any of these high school football games. By the time you're headed out or getting things together, temperatures still in the 70s, but in the upper 60s by halftime, and then in the low 60s to even 50s, depending on where you are by the time you're rounding out those games. So still a great forecast out there with just a lot of cloud cover. I'm not tracking any rain, so let's take it hour by hour throughout your weekend when I am tracking rain. Here's a look at now through noon. Again, you are good to go all the way through your noon hour, even into your afternoon as well. The only thing I'm tracking out is some cloud cover throughout your day. Showers, you can see a little bit of green. Those mainly stay across the Mississippi River throughout your evening ahead even. But as we head into Saturday, that's when the story changes. So let's pick it up at Saturday morning. This is why I said you're good to go for your Saturday, the front half of the day. Get your plans out. If you got any weekend plans, go ahead and get them done on Saturday morning, because look at this. By 11 a.m., we're going to be tracking some rain crossing over the Mississippi River. And as you're heading out, maybe have some evening plans on Saturday, yeah, you're probably going to be dealing with some rain. So that's when we're going to start to see some showers continue, and especially out there. Look at this for your Sunday. Yeah, we're looking at showers really starting to make their way into the area. Heavy rainfall by your Sunday morning by the time you're getting out and about, maybe going to church, early church, or just getting ready. We're going to be seeing showers in the area. Bring the rain or the umbrella, the rain gear, wherever you are. Here's a look at your full weekend forecast. 70s out there for Saturday. Middle 60s out there for your Sunday. So a drop in temperatures, that is going to be the story Saturday into Sunday, and best chances for rain do fall on the back half of our weekend. The good news is we do need the rain. Take a look at our forecasted rainfall over your next 3 days. Could see up to 2 to 3 inches further off in the Delta into portions of Louisiana. Let's take it a little bit closer here to home, anywhere between 1 inch to 1.5 inches, even some 2 inches showing up in places like Cleveland, Greenville, Clarksdale as well. Again, it's well-needed rainfall, actual measurable rainfall for the entirety of the area. When's the last time we could have said that? That's going to help our drought monitor. Take a look at the latest drought monitor, still seeing that severe drought from Tate County down into Grenada County, stretching over into Bruce as well. And then also across the Mississippi and Alabama state line, you can see, I'm going to step out of the way, even that extreme drought stretching into places closer to Aliceville. So definitely need the rainfall. Not going to complain about it here in North Mississippi. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 70s stick around, 60s out there for your Sunday. Look at our next work week. Rain chances stick around. We're looking at an unsettled weather pattern, at least for the front half of the week. And temperatures sit in the 60s. So it's definitely going to be a cooler week ahead, especially for those afternoons. So let's look at your 7-day forecast. As always, keep the rain gear handy for Sunday. As you know, our chief meteorologist, Matt Lawpon, is in Australia. Here's the latest update. Matt's on his way back. Here's a look from Matt.
Well, hello from an early Friday morning. It is 5 a.m. time here. I guess technically the Brisbane time zone in Australia. We are getting ready to head out the door and fly out to San Francisco, and then eventually from San Francisco back to, I think, Houston, and from Houston back to Memphis, and from Memphis back to Tupelo. It's going to be a long 30-some hours worth of travel once again. The funny thing is that we leave here in a few hours. We get in at about 6 a.m. to San Francisco on Friday morning, and we get back to Tupelo Friday at like, I think 6 or 7 p.m. So technically, if you look at travel time, the time we leave the airport here to there, it's really only 12 hours travel time, but we cross the international date line, so yeah, it flips out all around. So it's been a wonderful trip. We might give you one travel update halfway through. We'll see if the hair looks quite so not gray. Again, appreciate the good folks at MLM for sponsoring our Wonders of Australia tour. But from Mooloolaba Beach for the last time in Australia, I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon from Mississippi Live Weather.
As always, thank you to MLM Clothiers for getting to sponsor that, and we are getting to get to see his videos. Love to get to see all of those updates that we've seen from Matt. I got your messages. I saw where you said the sound was off in the last video, so make sure to tune in at 7 a.m. I will show the video and talk over more about that, of what I did at DeSoto Christian Academy yesterday, and of course we'll be here at 7:30 as well, so I'll see you guys in a few.
This is an MT345E. I also have a 355E. I've only got 2 of them. Both of them are pre-tariff. These are gonna blow your socks off. Come check us out today. Check us out online, murphybrotherstrading.com. Check us out on YouTube.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.